Welcome to Lifestyle with Neeraj. The prevalence of neck pain in adults is very high. We probably all know of someone who suffers from chronic neck pain. It generally affects almost 50% of adults in any given year. Many times, individuals with neck pain do not get complete resolution of their symptoms and go on to experience chronic neck pain. Similar to chronic back pain, this can be debilitating and negatively impact quality of life. It is important to remember that the nerves that supply sensation to the scalp arise from the neck. Chronic headaches can arise from neck pathology. In some cases, there can be structural issues in the neck. These include arthritis, in particular osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. These type of medical disorders need to be identified through a visit to the physician, and many times an X-ray will be performed. The X-ray will typically show deterioration of discs or bony changes related to arthritis. Obviously, these type of changes cannot be reversed. The physician may also identify small areas of spasm in the muscles such as the trapezius and rhomboid, which can be a source of pain. These are called myofascial tender points. However, in many cases, the pain is related to muscles and soft tissues. This is becoming increasingly common due to the excessive use of computer and keyboards in desk jobs. Some of the problem can be mitigated by proper posture. The expertise of an occupational therapist can be invaluable. Another problem produced by modern technology stems from the use of tablets and cell phones. Researchers have found that tablet use places 3 times more strain on the neck than desktop computers. Similarly, tilting the head 60 degrees, for example, to use a mobile phone exerts 60 pounds of additional pressure on the neck. There is loss of the natural curve of the cervical spine, which normally reduces pressure on the bones when looking down. It is easy to understand that chronic pain can arise from the repeated use of these devices. Another source of chronic neck discomfort may be improper sleeping position. There may be inadequate support of the head while sleeping. For example, side sleepers need a thick pillow to fill the space between the ear and the shoulder so that the head does not tip. Back sleepers will need a thinner pillow. Another source of neck pain that many do not consider is the performance of certain exercises such as lifting heavy weights. If I suspect that this may be the cause of pain, I immediately modify my exercise routine. Since I have suffered from neck pain, let me share some of the other approaches that have been effective. My first approach is to strengthen the upper back. I keep a TheraBand handy at work and take a quick break to stretch. When pulling the band, I make sure to squeeze the shoulder blades together. I perform several repetitions of this exercise in the morning and afternoon. This exercise is also a part of my routine at home. My account would not be complete if I did not mention this memory foam pillow that I purchased at Costco several months ago. I have found it to be very helpful in relieving neck discomfort since I had been waking up with neck discomfort for many years. It fills the space between the ear and the shoulder when lying on the side and supports the head, neck and shoulders when lying on the back. It enables a restful sleep. The second exercise is a yoga movement called Sarvangasana or shoulder stand. In addition to stretching the muscles, I believe that this stand also strengthens the upper body and neck areas. It requires strong abdominals to lift the legs off the floor. These yoga poses should only be performed after a physician has had a chance to diagnose the problem. Also, appropriate instructions should be obtained from a yoga teacher. I use my hands to support the mid-back as I bring my feet up to point toward the ceiling. The hips should align with the shoulder and the feet with the hips so that one's legs are perpendicular to the floor. I do not use a mat under my shoulders as some yoga masters suggest. And I avoid turning my face in either direction, which would risk serious injury. I often bring the legs into the lotus position in this posture. The third approach is also a yoga posture called Hal Asana or plow pose. I believe that it stretches the spine, relieving strain and fatigue. It also increases flexibility. I enter this pose after performing Sarvangasana by bringing the legs towards the head. Beginners should not try to touch the floor with their feet. However, I am able to perform this pose. Again, this pose also invites injury and should only be performed following medical clearance.